Welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be previewing the game between RCB and Chennai Super Kings. CSK versus RCB, Virat Kohli versus MS Dhoni, the captain versus the mentor. It's going to go down tomorrow in Sharjah, a small ground, so expect some big hits. I think the pitch will be fresh initially, so I think it'll be a good wicket to bat on. High scoring game, hopefully a close game. But yeah, CSK coming into this game on the back of an impressive win against Mumbai Indians. They were down and out. RCB were in a very similar position, right? But CSK fought back and won that game with a brilliant performance from Gaikwad, whereas RCB just completely lost the plot and they crumbled under the pressure. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes. Both teams going into this with a bit fragile top orders, but CSK have a lot of batting. RCB batting depth worries me a bit. They rely heavily on De Villiers, Padikkal, Kohli, and Maxwell. Apart from that, the number three slot is a big issue. I would really like to see Azharuddin get a go. We've seen Patidar already play, and in the last game Bharat played. I would like to see Azharuddin given a go and see how he goes. But that's been an issue. If it's becoming that big of an issue, then you just bump everyone up. Bump AB there at one, Maxwell at four, and yeah, take it from there. Because after a good start, sometimes the one down batsman is not being able to absorb that pressure for RCB, and they'll have to change things around. Again, a lot relies on their main batsmen, and if they do click, it's a very difficult team to beat because Maxwell and they can take any team apart. So can AB de Villiers. Virat Kohli has been under the pump. This is last season as captain of RCB, and then his next tournament is his last as Indian captain as well. So he will want to finish on a high. He's not been in form. He needs to find that form with the bat, especially, and that would help his captaincy and everything. This is the game to do it against CSK, against Dhoni. What better occasion? But it's not going to be easy. CSK don't have the quickest bowlers, but they have some very, very smart bowlers. Hazelwood has been in good form. Bravo has been sensational with the old ball. Jadeja is there. They do have wicket-taking options. Moeen Ali can come and get you a couple of wickets. Sam Curran is finished his quarantine, I think, and he's a great option to have as well. So it's not going to be easy for the RCB batsmen, but if there's any game, this is the game to turn it around. And CSK, if you look at their batting, I feel that even if the top order does fail, they have so much batting until number 10, it doesn't really matter, and that's why they're a dangerous side. It's not over till it's over with them. It's very difficult to get the team out. Bravo's coming at number 7 or number 8, and they're batting all the way till 10. So that's something that opposition teams might find difficult. And it allows their top order to go a bit freely as well. Faf du Plessis got out early, but if he does play tomorrow, I really want to watch him bat. I think he's a fantastic batsman. He scored 100 in the CPL. Has that injury bogged him down a bit? Not quite sure. And Gaikwad has been in sensational form. The way he's been batting, he's been the best Indian youngster. So far this season, I feel. Of course, he has tough competition with the other batsmen, but he's been really, really good. And when he is in form, it's difficult to get him out. Once he gets that started, it becomes difficult. And he's shown that even in tough situations when wickets are falling around him, he knows how to build an innings. That's very important for a youngster. You can go all guns and blazing when you have Faf du Plessis also hitting it out of the park. But, when you have 3-4 batsmen, Dhoni getting out in front of you, Faf getting out in front of you, but still staying there, building your innings, it tells you a lot of that youngster's ability. And he definitely has that. I'm also trying to see how Sam Curran goes. These CSK players are all rounders. Curran, Bravo, Moeen Ali, Jadeja, Shardul Thakur. So it's a dangerous team. And for RCB to beat them, they'll have to be good with the ball. I think they have some good quality fast bowling in Siraj and Jamieson. Harshal Patel can pick up wickets as well. Jamieson will want to target Suresh Raina. That's what they'll be waiting for. That's the matchup I want to see as well. Suresh Raina was clearly uncomfortable in the last game against the pace of Mumbai Indians. Can he rectify that? He will be targeted, and if he comes 1 down, 2 down, RCB will target him. And also, Yuzvendra Chahal will play a key role because picking up wickets in the middle, despite CSK batting so deep, if you keep picking up wickets, it will put pressure on them. So that's something that they will need to look at. Yuzvendra Chahal will have to pull his socks up and give a good performance for RCB to win this game. And for me, the players to watch out for it from RCB side of things, I'm going to go with AB de Villiers. I think he got such a good ball, great ball actually against KKR. But you can't keep AB quiet for too long. Generally, when he fails in a game, the next game he does perform. So if he does get the opportunity, I think he will take it with both hands, and he'll fancy this attack because there will be a lot of slow balls, cutters, and I think AB is someone who can pick this very quickly. He won't succumb to that variation, I feel. So that's one player to look up from the batting side of things. From the bowling side of things, Jamieson, I think he has a quick pace. We saw the CSK top order find it a bit difficult in that first game against Mumbai. So Jamieson is the bowler to watch out for me. And then from CSK side of things, in the batting, I'm going to pick an all-rounder. I want to see Sam Curran. He was brilliant in Dubai last season. Can he replicate that form now? Will he open the batting? Will he come one down? Will he come in the death overs? We don't know exactly where Dhoni's going to play him. But he's such a utility player with the ball. Also, he can chip in with overs and pick up wickets. I felt he bowled decently well in the first leg of the IPL, but it doesn't have that pace. But sometimes it does suit that kind of bowling does suit in Dubai. So I want to see how Sam Curran goes. Another player that I do really want to see is I think I always go with Moeen Ali, but I'm going to go with Deepak Chahar because Deepak Chahar is someone who's picked up wickets in the power play regularly. And if he can expose this RCB middle order quickly, then it will put a lot of pressure on them. With the new ball, he gets that movement away. If he gets Padikkal and Kohli early, then it will be good signs for CSK, and I think he's going to be an important player in this game. So all in all, it's looks like it's going to be a cracker. I'm going to give CSK favorites for this game just purely on the way their team is stacked, especially their batting order. But don't count RCB out. It's a T20 game. Sometimes you don't need 11 men; you just need 3-4 men to win you the game. And RCB have those 3-4 individuals. So in a T20 game, you don't know what's going to happen. But if you look at all the matchups and just how the team set up and the form they're coming in with right now, it favors CSK. But don't count RCB out. Like I said, this is Virat Kohli's last season as captain. He will want to give it his all. He'll want to go down with the fight if he is, or just win this tournament if he doesn't go down. So either way, hopefully it's going to be a cracker. They'll be very disappointed with their last performance, so they will want to have a quick turnaround in that sense. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Can't wait for it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the latest content. Thank you so much for joining me.